Okay, blessed one. So I want to thank y'all again for sticking with me. The I got a question as always. A question for my 9 to 5ers, or at least my those who work the regular jobs. That's pushing pencils and working outside and construction and all that, right? Money is important, and I know it's a cliche. It might sound repetitive, but money is important. But how important is it than life? We heard this. We have this all these different scenarios as far as if you can get a loved one back, or if you would slap your mama for $1 million. But my question is this: how much is your time worth? Because as someone who do work a 9 to 5, working in retail currently, but someone who has been in the hospitality industry, the construction industry, government, sales, etc., etc. How much is your time? Hourly, weekly, monthly? I think the benefit of working certain careers, working in certain jobs, is that when you are paid hourly, you might be paid weekly or bi-weekly. The benefit of that is only because it does allow you to not be able to touch it right then. But it's with anything too. A lot of people don't know that athletes and actors, they don't get all their money right away. They don't get all their money up front. Like, I think for athletes, they get a certain amount right then when they sign a contract, sign a deal, and then throughout that time of their contract, they then get payment. But with actors, from what I know and from what I gather, is that they get paid their quote, the contract, and then whatever the movie is, like however well the movie does. But my only thing is, like, those are like big people with that are famous and celebrity. I wanna really talk to those who are in working class fields, like a retail, like sales, like commission, like fast food industries, like those people who are out here slaving away, working 7 in the morning to 3, 4 in the afternoon, working 9 to 5, working the graveyard shift. It's like when we do these jobs, we think about are we working these jobs because we got to, or are we working these jobs because we want to? Because we want to. I do believe that there are people who really love what they do. People who love the work field that they're in. There's a lot of people who are in maintenance and actually do maintenance. They love enjoying it. But my thing is, like, what are you gonna Are you working toward retirement, or do you just enjoy being a service? Because that's my purpose. I believe my purpose is a service, even when I'm working in these different fields. I do feel like that I'm bringing something and offering something, offering a skill, offering certain things, because I know all the jobs that I've been at. The longest job I had was 6 years, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I think because I enjoyed it so much, the pay and even my situation, my living situation, was okay. But I think as we get older and we progress in life, and as our circumstances change, whether it's good or bad, I think we should get the value of our time. We should be able to negotiate our pay. Um, but again, when you're working for a certain company, it's either you do this or you don't. And I get it. It's we still have to run a business. I'm not a business owner. Me being an artist, a podcaster, writer all the time. I always mention this all the time. So I don't have no stream of income outside of my 9 to 5. I don't get. I don't really make anything from my music. I make something, but it's not a lot. But I enjoy doing it. I enjoy making music. I enjoy podcasting. I just really want to, pick your brains for those of you who do listen. I do, like I mention all the time, please, share, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, suggestions, requests, just please do it. Because I'm about to start doing, I'm about to do another music project. Not for profit, but just for entertainment purposes. But I like engagement, so it's the same thing. I do appreciate the donations, the tips, but I always want to encourage everybody to do better. If you're in a better position, if you're in a position that you can do better, do better. I think it's only right, especially nowadays with the different opportunities. I want to encourage everyone that do something that you love doing. Work your day job, your 9 to 5 job, your graveyard shifts or whatnot. But while you're doing that, do what you love doing. If you love drawing, do that, and then hopefully somewhere down the line, someone will be able to pay you for your art. Because I think at the end of the day, when you're building something, when you're doing something you love doing, it's not, the benefit is the joy, but the fulfillment of it is you're being compensated for that. But that's why I say, how valuable is your time? What is your time worth? Do you have the mental capacity to stay at a job for a certain amount of time? Because like I said, people don't really realize this, but we eat a lot of shit. We eat a lot of shit. So when I think about people who work with children, work with felonies, work with other responsibilities, like when they're, whether they're in debt or whatnot, it's like, man, I'll be out here grinding. I don't really feel like someone who works, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours a day should even pick up a second job. But there's some people out here, they do because they got to, but that's just my view. Like, because it gets overwhelming and overbearing sometimes. And I don't think that the because you gotta do what you gotta do is a real excuse. But I mean that's what you have to do. You have to you have to be able to provide for yourself and for your family. And I think sometimes when people like myself, I come from I had certain privileges and advantages where I didn't have to get a second job. But I think it's all even one of those things where it's like even I have considered it, but I don't want to be sitting here having 2, 3 jobs and I hate them all because then you won't have any time for your family. You won't have any time to enjoy what because again you can make time, but it's still like at some point you shouldn't even have to make time. You should just be able to have it. But that's just my opinion. I feel strongly about working. One who works is one who eats. A man who works is a man who eats. Woman who works is a woman who eats. So when you're not working, you do not eat. So I mean, no. Does people deserve to have vacation? Yes. Does people deserve to have benefits? Yes. Do people, deserve to make what they make or request to get paid more? Yes. Because with the economy, this is it's a quiet recession, with gas prices rising, inflation, groceries rising, cost of living rising, and nobody's really getting paid to compensate and to cover all those expenses without picking up a second job. It really sucks. And so in hindsight of that, I just want to relay this message. Don't stress yourself or kill yourself over what won't kill themselves for you. For people who won't kill themselves for you, because everybody has to do what they got to do. But that's just the cycle of life, you can call it me being a big dreamer, being unrealistic, but the truth is, people really be out here dying, trying to make it. Not everybody, like, in a perfect world, we're all going to be kind to one another, but it's not. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Your life is not worth $10 an hour. Your life is not worth $15 an hour. Your life is not worth even $30 an hour. But in reality, don't live beyond your means. I think even though I know there's going to be people who won't be able to retire, who won't be able to have that those 6-figure jobs, careers. I hope that for people. I hope that people will be able to at least get a month's worth of vacation throughout the year. That's what I hope for. So for those of you who are out here grinding, putting that work in, be safe. Stay safe. Be positive. Stay positive. Be productive. stay productive, and be prosperous, and to stay prosperous. Let's help each other. Let's build a community, of love, care, and see, maybe we can build our own village again. We all put our work in, put our incomes together, and build a community. This is not a perfect world, but it can be a more powerful world when we come together for a greater good.